Investigators, MJ here with our next scale model how-to. In this episode we're going to do opening doors. A friend of mine sent me this. I got it a couple days ago, and he had the doors cut out already, and as you can see I have them taped in. So let's go ahead and let's start. First thing we need to do is get our length. Which is, it's going to be right there. So we'll go ahead and cut this out, and we'll make two. You know what, I'm going to shorten it just a little bit. By the time you bend the wires, it's going to add a little more length to it, so take another 1/8 inch off of there. So that'll take care of that. So I usually use a really good number 11 X-Acto blade to cut the tubing. Brass is a little tougher to cut, and you got to make sure you keep it straight, because otherwise it'll start walking it the wrong way. You feel yourself going through it, lighten up on the pressure, otherwise you'll shoot it across the disc. So that wasn't too bad. Like I said, that's what I learned anyway. Put this on there. Same thing with this. I mean, I have a cutter, but it's hard to hold these when they're a straight rod. I like to make a rubber clamp, so I can clamp it in and then go from there, but I haven't had time to do too much. Losing my dad Saturday and surgery last week, and you know, we're doing pretty good. We're on the mend a little bit here, slow but surely. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm cleaning up the when I cut it, it leaves a little edge. So I'm trying to clean it up a little bit so the wire sticks in. You don't have to clean it up too much because you want it to be a little tight. So the next bit is to make sure it fits in there, which it does. We got to be able to have enough to bend it, and bend it. So go ahead and do it that way. The next one, hold the tube all the way against the 90 that you already bent, and tighten this one up as you bend it. The reason for that is that's so it don't walk inside there. It doesn't matter if it's not real straight, because you can straighten it up. Go ahead and cut this to length, very close to it anyway. So next big thing is I usually use the thickness of this needle for my bends. It actually works out really good that way. So yeah, let's see now. Got to remember which way to bend it. That's always fun. Okay, bend it that way, and then like I said, I go like the second rib on the pliers. I don't want to have it, you know, too much of a bend in there. And then next thing, put it right back there. I'm on the second one still. Bend it back like so. Now this one you got to eyeball, because you want it to be not straight across from this one, but you want it to be down just a little bit because of the thickness, which I don't know if we're going to get that much out of it. I'm going to try to get it right on the first, right on the first one, and then bend it out so we have a piece like this. So let's go ahead and do the next one. Bend it that way. Second one, slide it all the way down, bend it like so. Where it's fairly close. That's how I like to do the thicknesses of them, because it seems to really work out for just about everything. Stick it back on the bottom, but be on the first good groove. Make sure we're straight. There we go. And then bend it back. Now we'll see how straight it is. Not too bad. So tweak it a little bit. There we go. Now we're fairly good. Okay, let's stick this in here. And come back just a little bit. Too much. Just a little bit will do us. So we'll put that in there and we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to do the passenger door first. So it actually looks pretty good. We got to tweak it a little bit so it's the same. Because remember, when you open these doors, you don't have to open downhill or uphill. You want it to open straight, so that's how you get your adjustments out of it. We're going to go ahead and put this right back here. They don't look too bad there. So, next thing to do is get our aluminum tubing, and we'll cut it to length. Because the tip's gone on that one. This one you want it cleaned up a little bit because you have to eyeball this when you put it in there, you know. So we'll make sure the wire goes in it. Yep. I always go the whole length. This way you can adjust it. Now this is going to cut pretty quick because it's aluminum, so easy with the pressure. Usually just a few rolls and it's through. It's a lot softer than brass, of course. And there's that one. So that'll work for that. Let's make another one. Make sure the end's cleaned up. Okay. Go ahead and work this now. Oop, get back here. Light pressure, otherwise you'll shoot it and you'll never find it. Make sure it goes in this one. Oh, a little bit more. I'm using different X-Acto blades. They don't exactly have a tip on them. Kind of got it like an angled tip. So that should do it though. There it goes. Working around a little bit. This always helps too. There. Okay, we're going to go ahead and stick both these aluminum pieces on. Make sure they look straight, which they're not. Because you want to, when you put the doors on, you want them to slip right on. So, I know you won't be able to see this, but we'll take a picture as we go along. Let me grab a picture of it real quick. You can also follow along on my Facebook page. I have a lot of how-tos, a lot of family stuff, a lot of things going on, and alrighty. Glue. Don't look too bad. I was up here a couple weeks ago, so that should work. Okay. I need to set that up on something now. Move everything into place. Okay, sorry about that, folks. When I bent this one, I made this one for a trunk hinge, and kind of got baffled there for a minute. But what you got to do is you got to be right on the edge of the brass. Don't go too far, and you bend it over like so. Now we can do our steps by using the second or third line in the front of the needle nose. Come back. Same with this one. Come back, take it all the way down. Go to the third one is where I'm going to. Second or third will work. Bend this over. Too far, go back a little. So there we go. Now we have to make sure we have this spaced right, which I should be good by going to the second line and then bend it back. I'm going to go ahead and go straight with it. We'll have to modify it a little bit, but we'll see that when we get it in there. Make sure you go all the way down and then pull it towards you. Now where my bend is, it's closer to the pivot point than this one. And that you need for the body. The one that's a closer pivot, you know, with the square. That's how we need that one. So we got to bend these down just a little bit. Taking them back just a smidge. So when this lays down, it'll be should be pretty close to flat. Fairly close, yep. I'm going to go ahead and go just a little bit more because I have aluminum tubing that goes on and we got to allow for that. So back just a smidge. Same with this one. Back just a smidge. There we go. Now we got to true them up a little. That'll work. Make sure it's fairly straight, so when you pull it out it comes apart real nice. Okay, let's go ahead and let's try this one. I might have to cut these ends down because I made these to fit the other ones, and yep, which is alright, not a big deal, because I just cut them off, that's all. Bonsai.